So fast. This got here so fast. I don't know if you guys watched one of my videos just from a couple days maybe ago or some time ago. I had said that I had sold my gimbal. I had sold my Smooth Q gimbal to buy a Smooth 4 because I don't know. I wanted to try it. So I ordered one because I had some money to put toward it. It literally came overnight, and I'm always surprised sometimes when it comes that fast. Anyway, here it is. I'm guessing it's in this box. That's my hope. Good old Amazon. They always put Prime on it, just so you know I don't have Prime. Came fast. If you guys are interested in this, after I do all this unboxing and testing and all this stuff, follow the link. I'll put it down there so you can buy it from where I bought it. I don't think it said it was supposed to be here by the end of the month, and that's literally like 25 days from now. So I don't know how it got here this fast, but overnight, crazy. All right, I just open this. You guys see this? Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. Ready? Let's open this. Oh, man, so good. It's gotta be so good. If it's not this, then I'm gonna be so sad. So sad. It's gonna be this. Ready? Alright, we've got another box in a box. Seems like the right shape. The one thing I am going to say, from someone who had the Smooth Q, this box, if it's the actual box, seems a bit taller. Seems a bit taller. I guess I need my knife again. Seems a bit taller than what the Smooth Q came in. So, I don't even know. Alright, let's... Don't do that anymore. Okay, so first, what are we getting here? It's all weird because it's kind of sitting outside. So we get a, oh, that's kind of cool. There's a little thing from Zhiyun, I don't, okay. Show us your vertigo. So, because this is one of the reasons I wanted this. This has a zoom focus thing on the side that you can twist. That's Mary making dinner and making sound. Okay, so just so you guys can see this, it actually is like a little competition. Show us your vertigo. Show us what you got with words video review on Amazon, and you can get rewarded by 5% to 10% being a master of film effects. All right, kind of neat. What else is there? Many thanks for your order and 1-year warranty registration. Hopefully I can do this online. Looks like I can. Cool. Last but not least. So this is what I want. There's a black version, there's a white version. Weirdly enough, the white version always seems to be more expensive. That's something. And there it is. This is it. So this is the Smooth 4, focus, pull, and zoom capable. Smooth pull, holy moly. Focus, pull, and zoom capability, phone go mode, and born for mobile filmmakers. Yep, I'm excited. Let's see what's in this. Let's see what's in this. So, anybody here that has used the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, this will look familiar. Now, I really like the Smooth Q's case. It seems very portable, ready to go. This, on the other hand, Smooth Q, little manual, is without question a replica, really, of the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. It comes in the exact same kind of case. Hey, if it works, use it, I guess. This one says Zhiyun on it, so that's cool. Let's crack it open. So that's it. That's what's in the box. We're gonna open this. Oh yeah. Now that's kind of nice. It definitely is bigger, without question. It's bigger. The Smooth Q is only about yay tall. This right out of the box. Check that out. It is. That's definitely feels bigger, and I've held the Osmo Mobile 2. This definitely is heavier. So what else is in here? You get some silica gel. Let's not just keep it in there for now if you want to use it. This is awesome. It comes with a stand, so I can put this on here. I think all of them should come with stands, honestly. I think every one of these, because you need it to be able to balance it properly. That comes out. You may or may not see this. Ready? Oh yeah. And last but not least, the USB charging cable. I'm gonna stop this for now, but there's gonna be more to the video, so don't leave here. It's late. I just wanted to see this, and the video will continue tomorrow or the next day after I get a chance to play with this. Stay tuned. So I've had a couple days to play with this. Number one, first thing, if you haven't done your app updates, do your app updates, because when I first got this and I tried it out, I was playing around with the buttons, which was awesome, and the one that switches the camera forward and backwards, so rear facing, front facing, when you'd switch it, all of a sudden the image would get inverted, or it would be backwards, or it wouldn't work. And then I was like, well, that's not right, because when I look at it and that's over there, it's now over there, or it's upside down. Software update for the Zhiyun app actually fixed that. So it actually came up in there, detailed information about what the fix was, and it talked about it. As of now, it seems to be working good. Make sure you do your updates, because that was an issue. This part of the video, I want to talk about some of the features really fast about what this thing does, and then in so this is like part 2. Next one will be like part 3. All in one video, hopefully, if it doesn't get too long. If not, I may split this so you'll be aware when you're watching this if this is split or not. Alright, let's talk about some of the features. So I've got my iPhone 7 Plus. Number one feature, and this is a hardware feature, and it's, I don't know, maybe it's, I like the shape of this handle, because it's not just a circle, and I'll bring up my other one here. So this guy, it's just a circle. It's nice, but being that this one is kind of a square with rounded edges, actually fits my hand nicer, and I feel more steady on it, which is good. Also helps me make sure I get my finger in a place for these triggers, which also allows me, if you can see that, to get my thumb up there. Having these foldable tripod legs, awesome too, because if, not that this is heavy, but being able to get it out a little further, right? Being able to get that out there further, or just hold it by that, because the whole system isn't that heavy, right? Which is also really good. Little bonuses I like. Let's talk about some of the actual features here. So I'm gonna bring another camera so you guys can see this, and I'm gonna turn this on, and we'll go through some of the buttons. Cosmetically, this thing is pretty. I'm gonna give it that. The dial's good. I love the little blue accent LED lights. I love the fact that almost every control you can think of is accessible via a button, and you don't actually have to touch your screen, which again, when you're in the middle of a shoot, the last thing you want to have to be doing is touching your screen all the time. I'm going to bring up the app here. Okay, so let's talk about some of the buttons on this. Power button right in the center, which is excellent. When you come up from it, you get this PFL. So right now I got it on the PF mode. So what that's going to do is allow me to, you'll see it, move the camera, right? It's like a follow. If I switch this down, it's locked all positions. So whatever you're focused on, that's what it's going to lock. Now I'm going to switch real fast to the trigger on the back here. So there's a trigger on the back, and when you click that down, even if it's unlocked or any of the modes, if I click this, you'll actually see that it will now pan always, which is cool, because if I wanted it locked and I'm like, okay, bring it over here, awesome, lock, now I let the trigger go and it's locked. That's fantastic. I love that. Coming back up here, we have the camera button. So this is the camera button we have a camera button for actually taking photos. We have a start and stop record button, which is excellent. In the top right hand corner, we have the display button, which if you click it on and off, will turn the display features, so all your settings. We have a menu button, will allow you to go into your menu so that you can change your camera settings or your flash settings or your timer or resolution, etc., etc. Tap it again to back out. And then we have the physical dial. Number one, and this is the one that I talked about, is if you push to the left on the dial, you actually get it to swap cameras. There's me. So swapping cameras is good. If you push to the bottom, you get the ability to see your library, so all the footage that you've recorded. Now once you're in here, you can scroll around on your dial to be able to move around inside this. Hit your menu button again to back out. If you push up to the top, you get the ability to quickly change your camera resolution, which is nice. And last but not least, on the dial, which is crazy awesome, is the ability to click on the right and you get your exposure. Look at that. I can actually move my exposure up and down. Now, on the back, like we said, if you push down on the back with the trigger back here, this little trigger, this one, that's going to allow you to go into this free pan mode. I don't know the technical term. But if you come up to the top, you have this mode, which is actually really cool, and it's You know, because if you look at this, it pans and tilts fairly slowly, and I've got that set up in the settings. But if I hold the top, you get these like rapid shots, so like for whip panning and stuff like that, or something's happening over there, and you're like whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's very cool. Last but not least, and there's the one button that I really didn't talk about. When you're on your normal camera and you use this side dial, this is basically like a rack focus, so you can get right in there and look at it and get your focus right. Like, I think it's good. Now if you hold your and this is, I believe, the function button, the one that looks like a little target on it. Right now you'll see it's not lit up. If I click and hold, that goes blue. Now this is zoom. Oh yeah, which is cool, because if I really wanted to, I could get into zoom here, switch it back, make sure my focus is like rock solid, click, pull myself nice little pull out. And what I like about this too, and this is a kind of minor but not really, is even if I push really fast and let go, it goes whoom, and then it slows into a stop, even though I let go immediately. This thing's awesome. And that's not including some of the software driven features. So you have the ability to do tracking. So if you want to set this to a tracking mode, you can highlight, just like a lot of like drones and things, you can highlight and it'll track you. You have the ability to do time lapse and motion time lapse and all kinds of things that are going to be software driven. And because you have this included with it, stability is not going to be an issue. So good, so good, so good. Part 3 is coming up. And in part 3, we're going to take this outside. I'm going to do some running up and down the street, and when I say running, I mean walking quicker than normal, maybe into a slight jog. That's about it. We're going to do that in part 3 and see what we think about the stability with the camera facing forward, camera facing rear, and that's coming up. Okay, so we're going to test this Zhiyun Smooth 4 out right now. It's evening. Sun's right there, which is going away, so I figured I'd do it before it got dark. And I'm just gonna run up and down the street here. Again, you know what I mean by running. Yep. So I'm gonna do a walk, and then I'm gonna do a, we'll say run. We'll see what other features we can kind of sample. So I'm gonna pick this up. We're gonna go do that once with the camera facing this way, once with the camera facing that way. Both runs and not runs. All right? Okay, we are going to do this. I'm gonna put this in not lock mode so that it can spin with me a little bit. Okay. We're going to just go for a bit of a walk, just to see. Okay, and that's of course with this camera. Okay, so we're going to spin around. Okay. We're going to stop that, and we're gonna spin the camera around. Okay, got a little bit of a sample there. The light coming through there's kind of nice, actually. Nice little sample of running and walking front camera, rear camera. It's a nice little test. I'm also going to do one more test with just the tracking ability. So I'm going to put this up on the car here. And we're going to see how well it tracks. There it goes. Now, the one thing I definitely notice is that it is not fast at tracking. This is definitely a feature that I would say could use some improvements. It is moving, but it has, sorry for the plane, it's not really something I can do. It definitely has, okay. Yeah, the tracking, unless you're moving slow, the tracking can be better. But that's something software related. That's software. So the hope is they can fix that. Let's go inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so we've unboxed, we've shown some of the features, we've shown the features of the hardware, and we've gone outside and played with the stabilization. So what do I think? Actually, I really like this gimbal. I have to say, I really like it. Again, it fits well in my hand. I think it's kind of a complete package. Stabilization is good. It's definitely just as good as my Smooth Q was. And as far as I can tell, it seems very close or on par with the DJI stuff. So the Osmo 2. I definitely like this form factor. I love this focus dial, zoom dial. I think that's fantastic. I like having buttons way better than having to dig through an on-screen menu. So that's a big thing for me. The one thing that I hope, and I have seen it since I've got this, is that they are doing software updates. I hope they continue to do some software updates, because they did that one fix which was good, but I think they can still work on some tinkering, getting that, well, for one, getting the tracking working better. It's okay, but it's not great. It should be faster. It should be able to keep up with you. Maybe there's a setting that I'm missing, but as of now, it's a little slow. Unless I was right in front of the camera and just gonna be doing some movements like this, I don't know how much I'd use it. And if I was definitely walking away from the camera, I don't think I'd use it there at all. In that aspect, I definitely say the DJI one at this point in time was better. Again, I think that's just a software thing, so that can be worked on and fixed. Worth the price? Yeah, 100%. I love it. I think it's great. I'm gonna use it a lot. Just for you guys, so you know, I'm gonna bring this out. Hold on. So this is the Kylan M by Snoopa, I'm not sure. It has the ability to hold mirrorless and small SLRs, and I have the mount and everything for iPhones or smartphones, and I'm gonna put these head to head in a video coming out hopefully shortly, as well as I have this right here, okay? This is by A. Shanks. I'm gonna put it back. It is a manual camera stabilizer, so like glide cam type thing. That's gonna get a review right away, and I'm gonna put these all up against each other to see basically an $85 gimbal versus a $200 gimbal versus, you know, a $400/500 gimbal. How do they compare? What do I think? And I'm gonna leave you there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you wanna pick up one of these, I will leave a link to Amazon where I picked up mine, and we will talk to you later. Have a good one, folks.